Welcome to Mancester Utd Transfer HQ, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. My news is major U-turn, £18 million gamble, 5 things Ruben Amorim should do to save his Man United job. Ruben Amorim is under fresh scrutiny after a poor start to his first full season at Manchester United and faces a must-win game at Old Trafford on Saturday. Under pressure, Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim faces a must-win game at home to Sunderland on Saturday, after Saturday's abject 3-1 defeat at Brentford, which left United in 14th place with just 7 points from 18. Amorim's position as head coach is under serious threat. United insist Amorim retains the full backing of those in charge and have rejected suggestions they are already looking at potential candidates to replace him. Despite that apparent support, Amorim knows he must deliver a convincing win at Old Trafford to ease the pressure on him before heading into the international break. Here are 5 issues Amorim must address to give himself the best possible chance of securing a win on Saturday and quieten the calls for him to be replaced. Solve goalkeeping issue. Amorim kept faith with Altay Bayındır for the Brentford defeat, rather than give a debut to deadline day signing Sen Lammens. For the most part, Bayındır did well and was arguably United's best player. There was little he could do to prevent Brentford's first goal, and he then produced 2 fine saves, before his defence left him exposed again and United conceded a second. What will have concerned Amorim is the way Bayındır was beaten so easily for Brentford's third goal in added time, seemingly diving out of the way of Matthias Jensen's shot, which was neither high nor found one of the corners of the net. Against that backdrop, the time has come to give Lammens his chance and start him on Saturday. Bayındır has not done enough to warrant keeping his place, and Lammens, despite being an unknown quantity to most and so something of a gamble, deserves the opportunity to showcase the talent that saw United pay £18.2 million for him. Sort out the defence. United's defensive frailties were once again exposed in the defeat at Brentford, with Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, both of whom were excellent in the hard-earned 2-1 win over Chelsea a week earlier, the main culprits. Both were hauled off well before the end, Maguire with 24 minutes left to go, and can have no complaints if they find themselves starting on the bench on Saturday. Amorim's go-to-back 3 this season has been Shaw, De Ligt and Leny Yoro. The latter was benched last Saturday, after a poor performance in the 3-0 defeat at Manchester City, but has to start against the Black Cats. Given Shaw's poor displays against City and Brentford, Amorim should give a chance to Aiden Heaven on the left side of United's 3-man central defence, with De Ligt in the middle. In the wing-back roles, Ahmad missed the Brentford defeat following a family bereavement, but could return on the right side, with Patrick Dorgu set to continue on the left. Whatever personnel he chooses, Amorim must bring some solidity and confidence to his weak and hesitant back line. Give Mainoo a start. One of the most peculiar aspects of Amorim's first full season in charge has been his unwillingness to trust Kobbie Mainoo from the start in any of United's 6 Premier League games. Despite repeatedly stating how much he believes in Mainoo as a player, Amorim has not felt sufficiently confident to start him in the league, insisting he is fighting with skipper Bruno Fernandes for a starting place, a battle the England midfielder has no chance of winning, given United's talisman is seemingly undroppable. When Mainoo came on for Manuel Ugarte at Brentford with 24 minutes left on the clock, he brought more mobility, greater urgency, and more attacking guile to United's midfield. Unfortunately for Mainoo, his heavy touch in added time ultimately opened the door for Brentford to launch a counter-attack that saw them plunder a third goal to kill the game, but Mainoo deserves the chance to start on Saturday and showcase his attacking prowess from midfield, with United needing to start on the front foot and take the game to Sunderland, although Amorim is likely to start with Casemiro, back from suspension, and Fernandes in the midfield, show more flexibility. As Amorim himself so memorably stated, not even the Pope could make him switch from the 3-4-2-1 system to which he is so wedded. Having such conviction in a system and way of playing can be seen as a strength, but the inability to adapt when it is clearly not working, as evidenced by results this season, is ultimately a weakness. If Amorim were to switch to a 4-2-3-1 system, it would surely bring out the best in the players he has and bring out the best in him. The defenders would be more settled in familiar roles they have played for the majority of their careers, while the change would allow him to play Casemiro and Mainoo in midfield, Fernandes as a number 10, where he is best deployed to help create and score goals, with Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo either side of their skipper, and fellow summer signing Benjamin Sesko leading the attack. That it won't happen, of course, given Amorim's refusal to change his system, but if that is the hill the United head coach is willing to die on, we may see the last rites given to him and his 11-month tenure this weekend. Better service for Sesko. After United's derby defeat at local rivals Manchester City, Amorim admitted his £74 million summer signing was too isolated throughout the game and the team needed to play closer to him in order for him to play to his strengths. It was a similar story against Brentford, even though Sesko claimed his first United goal, scoring at the third attempt after his first two efforts were saved. What Amorim and his players must do on Saturday is improve the service to Sesko, who has been starved of it so far, a fact reflected by the fact he has a solitary goal from 6 Premier League appearances, albeit only 3 of them starts. Sesko registered 21 goals for RB Leipzig last season, so has shown he can score consistently at the highest level, but has yet to develop the understanding with his new teammates to allow him to find the net freely. One feature of Sesko's first half a dozen outings for United has been his willingness to make darting runs off the ball, yet these have not been picked out by his teammates, which is something Amorim and his staff must work on ahead of the Sunderland game. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Manchester Utd Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.